Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Wurm Unlimited /online Let's Learn Together series with me, JasonMcRay. So in the last two episodes, well, in the first episode I talked about GUI, it was really boring, I understand. In episode 2 we went through the instructions from the guide Nunder. By the way, the guide is available in every of those kingdoms you will start, so it doesn't matter if you will start in Gen Con or you will be part of the Horde of the Summoned. So we did those, and today I'm going to go a little bit further away. Well, not like further away from the camp, from the town, because still I recommend you to stay at the town or nearby your starting area, simply because of the bartender. It's free food and free water. But if you will decide to go out and do a little bit of adventuring, because, well, honestly, the world of Wurm, or in our case, the Heaven Earth, is quite big, so you can go to do some exploring. But in that case, you will need to know how to prepare yourself for the journey, and by preparing, it's kinda understandable. If you journey away, you need to drink and you need to eat. So that's what are we going to do today. So let's start with something a little bit simpler, and that is food. So in the episode 2 I showed you we learned how to forage from the grass to get some food. And just a little repetition, you will want to walk up to any grass tile, right click it, select nature and forage. And of course sometimes the area is picked clean, so you need to just be walking around, trying it here and there, and you will get some stuff. In our case right now I got some hazelnuts, awesome. What I will get here? And whilst I'm at it, why not also botanize from it? We got some Wurm. Okay, and we got parsley, nice. What do we have here? Forage and botanize. Basically always, if you are foraging, always do also the botanizing, because there is no harm in not in doing that, so just do both of them. Okay, we've got some garlic, which is going to be handy for making some food. Nope, and oh, go. Got some nettles, okay, and let's try it also in here once more. Okay, this is picked clean, also picked clean. Okay, some Wurm. Okay, so this is how you can get some fruit or vegetables. So we've got what we can use for actually cooking. We can cook some pumpkin, which is quite a nice, well, it's not that big pumpkin, it's just 1 kilogram of pumpkin, but still it's good, it's better than nothing. We have some garlic, which is used to, well, to kind of repel the vampires, of course, but also you can eat it and you can spice up your, well, you can add it to your food. And parsley, parsley can be used for food, yeah, so cooking, and also you can make it to the healing covers, which I'm not going to talk about, because healing is, well, it's not hard, but we don't need healing. If we are careful, we don't need healing. So that's how you can get the kinda renewable source, but also sometimes you want some meat, right? So let's just walk around and see if we will be able to find any animals. Oh, I see a rooster, but it's just a young rooster, so it will not give us that many meat. So let me just walk around the premises in here and let's try to find something to kill, something to cook. Okay guys, so I see a pig. It's a young pig, so you will not get too much meat from the pig, but it should be enough at least to show you how the fighting and how the actual getting the meat works. So first of all, make sure you have equipped. Sorry about this, I am a little bit wounded because I ran into the spider on the way. So the first thing you want to get and make sure you have is the sword and a shield. Then, because well, even if it's just a pig, it will fight probably back. So to start to fight, we don't need inventory open. You want to right click the pig and go to attacks and target. So you will target it. And so in this box you will see its health and the little picture. So we target a pig. So now we can go closer to it and start flailing. Oh, we found some lockpicks on the ground. Let's take them. And we'll start flailing on the pig. Hopefully we'll fight him. Ooh, hey. So the fighting here is automatic. You have few options, so let's go through them. If you will have the auto fight enabled, that's pretty much all you will do. You can choose how you want to fight. So you can fight aggressively, defensively, normally or ranged. So defensive, it's good against monsters, and normal is just real normal. And the aggressive is, well, why not to use it against the pig. So next, if you will disable the auto fight, you will have a few options actually. So you can see that you can attack pretty much however you want. So you can attack high, you can attack low right, low left, etc. So sometimes against monsters it's good to just choose different types. Or maybe you want to hurt the enemy, I don't know, left hand, so you will attack left, etc. Here, down here, you can focus in combat, which requires a little bit higher combat skills, so we are not going to talk about this. If you have shield enabled or equipped, you can press the shield bash, and you will try to bash the pig with your shield. So let's try it again. We failed. Oh, we have did it, and there is just a lot of information in here, so yeah. And there is last is your footing, and which means how stable you are. So if you are fighting on a hill, you will have unbalanced footing. Also, you will be better shaped if you will stand a little bit higher than the enemy is, but oh, we can. There you go. Your footing gives an advantage. So if you are on the same level of the enemy, you will have no bonus to footing. If you are higher, you will have an advantage, so you will be fighting better, and the enemy will have lower chance on hitting you. And if the enemy is higher above you, then again it's vice versa, so it will have a higher chance to hit you. And here you can see the distance, which I found that it's not really working, but normally you would want to be in a good distance. There we go. And it's almost dead. One more swing and the pig is dead. So you can see we took a little bit of beating, but it's fine, it's alright. Because if you will look at your character, you can examine the wounds and tell how bad they are. So I have some torso wounds. Let's switch back to event. You see a small bruise at the right shoulder, small bruise, so it will heal itself quite easily. Itching bruise at the right upper arm, so it will still heal, but slower. And our legs, again, just light bite, small bruise. So we are fine, we are not bleeding, so it will heal naturally. You can also make healing covers, but I'm not going to cover this because there is no point if you are clever and you are just not running around trying to kill hellhounds and nightmares or something like that. Okay, so we have a corpse, so we can do stuff with the corpse. If you will right click it, you can open it, but you can see it has nothing in it. So to actually get some food from it, again, you can fail. You can fail, and you will probably fail at the start, so let's hope we will not. So what you need is, oh, we've got rare 20 coin from copper. Oh, interesting. Maybe it did drop? No. Interesting. Okay, so what you want is to enable a carving knife. You can also use a sword, but carving knife is slightly better in this case. And you want to right click the enemy, or dead pig in this case, and click on butcher. I recommend you to have the corpse window opened, because sometimes the corpse just sinks in the ground and you can't right click it again. Oh, there we go. So we have some pig meat. We have not a lot because it was just a young pig. So we have 0.9 kilos of pig meat. So let's take it, and yeah, we can just keep the pig in here rot away. So let's go back to, well, nearby the village, and I will show you how to actually process the meat. Okay, I'm back at the village, so now how to do some cooking. At the start you will be able to cook with the campfire only. Later on you can make the brick oven, which is obviously better to do some cooking, but we should be fine with this. So first of all, let's get the fire started. So steel and flint, scrap, hatchet, wood scrap, kindlings, kindling. There we go, we have a kindling, and now we can make fire. Oh, there we go, so we have our campfire. Now let me talk about the campfire a little bit more, because we did not cover the campfire too much previously. So what you can do, you can open it, of course, and put stuff in it, but also if you will examine it, it will tell you how long it will burn. And you can see the fire burns steadily and will still burn for a long time. That's all what you get. You will not get any time amount, so you need to just be aware of it. Eventually you will be able to tell, okay, if it says this, it will hold for, let's say, 10 or more minutes. So now we want to cook, but I just don't want to cook the pig meat on its own. I want to spice it with, let's say, a little bit of garlic, yeah, shall we? So how to actually combine the food? What you can do, you have, or you should at least have, the pottery bowl from the time you start. So what you can do is you can drag the pig meat and drop it onto the pottery bowl. There we go, that means you put a pig meat into the pottery bowl. And let's also add some garlic to it. There we go. And then you want to grab and drop the pottery bowl into the campfire. You will get the theft warning if you did not check the I have understood this message, blah blah blah. Because people can steal. But they probably will not, because they understand how hard is it to get stuff. So now that the pig meat garlic inside the pottery bowl is on the campfire, it will take a few minutes to cook. So you just need to be patient. You just need to be a little bit patient. Can we actually add also Wurm plants into it? Let's see. Yeah, we can't. Well, you can, but it will probably not taste too good. And you can see it will show up a little icon next to the picture of the item. What this means is how hot it is. So you will get the yellow, which is very warm. You will get a little bit darker yellow, almost orange, which is warmer. You will get brown, which is very hot. And you will get red, which means searing heat. So you will just want to stand here and wait for it to turn into something eatable. Of course, you can still eat the raw food, but let's be honest. Have you ever tried to eat raw food? I hope not, because it will be a little bit weird. So yeah, let's just stand here and wait for the food to cook down. And by the way, if you will use the oven in the future, it will be a lot faster. And also, of course, keep an eye on the campfire. The fire burns with wild flames and still has much unburned material. Okay, that's cool, but let's just in case add some wood scrap. So let's activate the wood scrap, right click the campfire and select burn. There we go, and it rises back. Also, you can just drag and drop the item into the campfire in here, but I don't like it, because it looks like you are actually putting, for example, the log or the kindling inside the food you are cooking, which is kinda nah. So I'll be back when the meat is cooked. Oh, and it did not took that long, so you then will end up with casserole. You can see also still it is hot, so what I recommend you is to cook your food before you will start eating it, even if you already made it. So if I have the casserole and I will carry it around, it will go cold, and cold food is not too much filling. So again, if you want to warm it up, just make a campfire and just drop it into the campfire like this. On its own you can. You don't need to put it into a pottery bowl. But if you want to be just as how you would do it normally, just feel free to put it down into the pottery bowl. Now it's cooked, so we can eat it. Let me also talk about the damage value on the items in here. So you can see our items are being worn off a little bit when we are using them, and that will also go for the food. It will not go, we will not take, damage when you are eating. It will take damage over time because it's getting spoiled. So really you don't want to cook too much food in advance, because it might get spoiled and you will probably need to throw it away, because spoiled food is not good for you. So when this damage value will get to 100, the casserole will just be spoiled and will be destroyed. So how to eat? Easy. Just right click the casserole, you can examine it. A casserole made from cooked meat and garlic, scented mainly with garlic. It is hot, it cannot be improved. Okay, so let's see how good it is. I am at food level 92%, so we don't need to eat, but let's eat for this case. And you will be eating, so you can see it's rising, 94%. It's not rising too much, so yeah. But it is an easy food. Also, you can literally cook together some vegetables and plants, so you don't need to go around and kill pigs and stuff. You can just forage, get some fruit or vegetable, and then cook it together. It will work. And you can see we did not eat all of it, we just ate pretty much half of it, because we were already full. But again, this is something that you don't need to worry that much if you are staying close to the bartender. Okay, that's all cool. I showed you how to get some food, but also we need to get something to carry water, because you can't carry water in your pocket. So we need to make a jar basically make a water flask. It's not a water flask, it's just a jar, but it will be enough. So let's go here, because I have found out that there is a little bit of clay in here. So let's go there and gather some clay, because we need clay to make a clay jar. Okay, now that I am near the clay, I will just activate my shovel, right click the clay and select dig. You start to dig. Okay, but there is a problem. We've got dirt, but we want clay. So what's going on? It happens when you try to dig in the corner where the rest is just grass or grass or dirt. So you want to dig in the corner where everything around is clay. So it's here, right? So right click and dig. The water is too deep to dig. So how the hell am I supposed to get it? Well, it's quite simple. You want to dig dirt and drop it on the ground. There we go. And you want to do it a few more times. Oops, sorry. There we go. And you want to rise it above water. So let's just dig and raise it up. What I recommend you also to do is just dig on one spot, dig and drop down the dirt, because you will want to raise up your digging high up, because the digging skill determines how high or on how steep slopes you can actually dig. So we are at the level of 13.4, and to determine the maximum slope, you need to multiply it by 3, which is 39. And you can see, if I will examine the tile border, you can see it's 18 dirt steeps towards you, and this one is 12. So if you will add it together, which is just 10, 20, 30, we are safe to dig in here. So you need to pretty much calculate the steep area. Oh, okay, now that you have the dirt, I just go into this corner and drop the dirt down. So right click, drop on ground, and it will rise it up. And this is basically also how the terraforming works. So if you are flattening the area, you just dig in the corners, so you don't dig the whole tile, but you are lowering the single corners in the place you stand on. And by the way, you can also do binding. That's what I used in here. So you can see I'm just hovering over the dirt and I'm just pressing my keyboard. So I bind it to G, so it's a little bit easier for me. By the way, to bind the keys without actually going out of the game or into the a little bit derpy key binding window, you can open up your console, which is F1, and you can type the command in here. So you can type bind G and dig. There we go. Key binding, save. And you can find it on the different key binds or different action names in the wiki. Link down in the description of the video. Okay, let's see if this is still too deep or not. So let's try. Oh yeah, this is totally fine. We want to dig a little bit of clay. There we go. You notice that the clay is a little bit infinite. It's not 100% infinite, but it kinda is. So you will just be fine with just one clay spot. Okay, what else you want? Let's bring up the crafting menu because it's going to be a little bit easier for us. And we want to make a clay jar. So there we go. We need a hand, which we fortunately have, and clay. So let's right click the clay jar, add starting items to crafting, and let's just try to create a clay jar. Oh, we failed. And by the way, I'm not sure if I talked about it in previous episode, but if you are crafting something and you will fail, you will in most cases lose a little bit of the item you are using it. So as you can see, we already lost 0.06 of clay because we failed so horribly. But don't stress it, even if you will fail, your skills will still rise up. Oh, and we made a clay jar. Awesome. Now, what you want to do with the clay jar is you want to cook it and harden it. So if you will examine it, you can see a clay jar that could be hardened by fire. So let's go back to the base, kind of base, it's just a village we borrowed as a base, and let's cook it in the campfire I have there. Hopefully it's not yet finished. Oh, I can still see the smoke, which is a good sign that our campfire is still roaring. Maybe we will need to add some more fuel, but well, we'll see. So to harden the clay jar, again, it's simple. You want just to drag and drop the clay jar into the campfire. And again, it will take several minutes to harden up. So let's check the campfire. A layer of ashes. Oh, it will go out soon. So let's activate the kindling and let's burn the kindling. Let's see, examine. The fire is starting to fade. Oh no. So let's add a whole log to it. Burn. There we go. And it will burn for a long time. So again, you will get this little icon. So I'll be back when the clay jar is actually hardened into the regular clay jar. Also, I should tell you that about this little icon, which is I, which is stands for improvement. So you can improve the items, and to improve, you want to activate something that it says in here. Right click and select improve. But well, it's illegal in here, so let's just take it out and improve it in our inventory. And you will try to add a little bit of clay into the clay jar, and you can see its quality rises up. So that's also how you improve, and the better the item is, the longer it will be, the better it will just behave, and so on and so forth. And how the improvement works also, it's you can see the quality of the item. So if you are improving, you need of course to improve with higher quality items. So if I would have a clay jar of quality 6, but the clay would be just quality 5, you can't improve. Oh, you repair the clay jar before you try to improve it. Okay, so sometimes when you are improving, the item is getting damaged, so to repair it, just right click, press on repair, you repair it, and then you can again improve. And the quality drops if you try to improve it, if you will repair it, the quality will go down. If you will fail, it will get some damage, so you need to repair it and improve again. Okay, the pottery jar is made, so now what you want to do is just take it with you. And since we have a well nearby, we can go up to the well, right click it and select open. And you can see water in here. So you can also drink it, it's fine, but also what you can do is activate your pottery jar, right click the water in the well and click on fill. You will fill up your jar, it will lose a little bit of water inside, as you can see, so the water is not unlimited in the well, but it will replenish on its own over time. And now we can drink the water from our pottery jar. So to drink, again, right click the water and select drink. There we go. Also, of course, you don't need to be near the well to fill up your pottery jar with water. You can, hello sheep, you can go next to any tile which has a little bit of water, activate your pottery jar, right click the tile and press on fill. What I like to do, it adds a little bit of realism, is to taste. The water tastes fresh, so then it means I can drink it or fill it into my pottery jar. It's not necessary, I have yet to find some polluted water or something like that, but hey, you never know, right? And I would say that's it for today. So today I have showed you how to basically feed yourself, how to get ready and how to kinda fight if you will need to, but really I recommend you try to avoid fighting as much as possible, because in early game you will be just swinging swords wildly and really had no idea what you will do. We will get to the fighting and how to actually improve your fighting skills over time, hopefully in future episodes. That's pretty much up to you, so hit a like if you want to see more, and I will see you all next time when we will be maybe doing some mining, because if you know that we can make houses, and to make a house we need nails, and to get nails we need iron, to get iron we need to go and find ourselves some mineable iron. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care, and as always, be awesome. Bye bye.